Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome back to the online class of Tungi Pilot School and Girls College. And as usual, I would like to express my gratitude to the Honorable Principal for this great arrangement. And I also express my gratitude to the coordinators who have been helping for a long time for this purpose. So, let's start our class today. According to the class routine, today I am going to discuss about how to describe a graph. You know that particularly the students of class 9, 10, 11 and 12 will be benefited by this class. Particularly today I am going to discuss about how to describe a graph. You know that in the previous class I discussed about actually the types of graphs and chart, and you knew about it, and that there are mainly 4 types of graphs and chart. Among those, today I am trying to illustrate about the methods or about the way how to describe a graph. And in the next class I hope that I will discuss about how to describe pie charts. And today I describe a graph, and that is actually here I have already drawn 3 types of graph, and you are observing. And in the previous class I told about the steps in short. Today I will discuss it in details. Firstly, here you can see 3 types of graph. First one is single column or single bar based graph, and the second one double column or double bar based graph, and the third triple column or triple bars based graph. And in the question paper you can find all these 3 types of graph, and you have to answer in the answer script. Okay, now let's see how we can describe a graph in the answer script correctly or nicely. First of all, introductory line. I told about this in the previous class. What is introductory line in your graph? You know that in the introductory line you will write the first line or second lines according to the asking, actually according to the demand of the questions. That means what topic has been asked to describe, what topic has been asked to describe in your answer script actually. And in the answer, in the question, you can see that you can see that these 3 types of questions. First one, the number of people using internet from 2005 to 2015. Notice it very carefully. Here one column has been mentioned 5 times. From 2005 to 2015, the number of people using internet has been described here in the graph. What is the, or what may be the introductory line? We can write in this way that the graph above or the graph below or the graph in the question paper shows or illustrates or describes the number of people using internet from 2005 to 2015. Okay, I repeat, what may be the first introductory line according to this question. Say for example, this is that graph. Now I can write in this way: the graph above or the graph below or the graph in the question paper. That means I just like to say that if you draw the graph in your answer script, then you will write the graph above shows, and if you don't draw the graph in the question in the answer script, then you will write the graph given in the question paper, or the graph given shows or describes or illustrates, etc., etc. And this type of verb you can use. Okay, the graph given in the question shows the number of people using internet from 2005 to 2015. Okay, you can see in the graph that 5 by 5 columns from 2005 to 2015, the number of internet users have been described here. So we can see next, we can write the next lines according to this second step. What is the second steps? Observe this: column or bar indication with time or subject or color. Actually, this is very much applicable for these two types of graph, because here you can see the information has been described in pair by two columns at a time, so and for that reason this is called double column bar. That means here you can see red column here indicates girls students, and green color indicates the boys students. Actually, if in the question paper you find this type of double column based or triple column based graph, then you need to use this second step. You need to use. Okay, and then you can describe in this way that the what columns indicates what categories, Okay, next description in details one by one with rise and fall or up and down. You know that in the previous class I provided you with some useful words, that may be used in your writing to describe graphs and chart, and I suggested you to memorize those words with their meaning, and that will be actually helpful in describing the graph. Okay, now description in details and one by one with rise and fall. That means now let's write in this way that in 2005 8% people of the total population used internet, and in 2009 15% used internet, and thus in this way you will continue to describe all the informations according to the year. Okay, and after this description, what steps we should follow? Next, comparative description. That means you should compare some information with the other, and you can mention here which is the highest number, or which is the lowest number, or which is the greatest, which is more, which is less. Just you have to mention the information in this way. Okay. So in this way you will describe, or you will write the comparative description. Okay. However, to describe this information, you may use the structure of superlative degree, comparative degree, or positive degree, and sometimes you can use in this way that in 2009 5% increased, 5% more increased more than to 2005. Or you can mention in this way, then in 2015 the number of internet users came to the top position, or the highest position, and in this way you will mention. However, for this writing, or to complete or to describe the graph, the words which will be used, or which you may use, and I have given here, or I have written on the whiteboard. Up, that means up. If you want to say something about up or rising, then you can use this word: rise, increase, go up, so on. Or down, if it is down, then fall, decrease, decline, slow down. Up and down, fluctuate, and rise and fall. Same, that means static, stable, unchanged, remain steady. Top, that means reach the peak, or reach the pinnacle, or the highest. In this way, however, while describing the information in this way, you can use these adverbs too. And how you can mention in this way that in 2005 the internet users were 8%, and in 2009 the number increased slightly, or modestly, or mildly. This adverb can be used in your description. Okay. Next, we will describe the next graph, double column. Actually, in this way, what I have mentioned so far, in this way you will describe these two. The number of students of a school, say for example. However, I mentioned earlier that in this graph, two types of column are mentioned here, and the red colors column indicates girls, and the green color indicates the boys students. So you will describe in this way: in class 10 the number of students, how many students, you have to find out 60 here, 60, and here 40. That means that here you can see the indicators, and you can calculate from this y-axis. You know that the information is described in two axes, y-axis and the x-axis, okay, in y-axis. So we can mention here, or we can describe here in this way, that in class 10 the number of boys students is 60, and the girls students is 40. Similarly, in class 9, if I can see, it may be 90, or it may be 65 or 70 okay. In class 9 the number of boys students is 90, and the girls students 70. That means if I compare here If I compare here between these two class, then how can we compare? Then in class 10 the number of boys students is 60, but in class 9 the number of boys students is 90. That means 30 students more than the than class 10. That means I have used here comparative degree. In this way you will describe all the informations according to the classes, according to different classes, and last overall discussion, in your overall discussion or overall idea, you have to mention the total number of students, how many students are available are in the school, how many students totally, or how many boys students or how many girls students are in that school, and you have to mention in your overall writing. Okay, actually all the graphs or all the informations will be described in the same way, you know. Similarly, if I mention in the third type of graph, triple column bar, that means 3 types of information given here. In every year 3 types of information given. In 2005 3 types of information, 2015 3 types of information, and in the same way in 2020 3 types of information. That means 3 triple column based. Even you can find 4 column based. Okay. Sample, just as a sample question, I have mentioned here the percentage of pastime activities of the students. Pastime activities. Here green color. I have tried to mention by the green color column TV watching, black color column online browsing, game, and red color column games and sports. Just in the way which you have followed to describe these two graphs, in the same way you will describe this type of graphs, and you will compare this type of information and nothing else. And actually this is not so difficult if you understand this, okay. And here I have tried to mention all other similar information here. You can see that the number of people using internet from 2005 to 2015. This question is suited to this type of graph. And in the similar manner, mobile phone users, population growth rate, number of people living under the poverty line, and in the same way we can see that in number 2, double column bar, the GPA holders or the result of SSC exam or HSC exam, the users of mobile phone and internet, or it may be export and import of Bangladesh. That means in pair all types of information have been given in this type of graph, okay. And if you notice the third type of graph, then you can see that similarly road accidents with dead or injured. Here I can set up 3 types of information. Suppose how many accidents in this year, or how many injured, or how many dead in 2005. And in the similar way, in the similar manner, in 2015 you can see that how many accidents, or how many injured, or how many dead in that accidents, okay. I think that you have understood all what I have discussed so far, and you will be able to write, or you will be able to describe any type of graph in your answer script very carefully. This is my belief, okay. If you have any question about this in the next class, please write in the comment box, and I think it will be helpful for your class. And I told you earlier, actually this is not this is not applicable only for the students of class 9, but rather it will be helpful for class 10, 11 and 12. Okay, that's all for this moment. Thank you very much, and stay well and stay safe. Okay, thank you.